Are you considering a board and train program for your dog or puppy? Choosing the right board and train program for your dog can be a transformative decision for both you and your dog. However, not all programs or trainers are created equal, and understanding what sets a successful program apart from an unsuccessful one is key to making the best choice. If your dog doesn't have significant behavior issues, such as human or animal aggression, look for a certified trainer who can complete the training in about a week. A well-designed program should include follow-up sessions at your home where the trainer works with you to ensure the training is effective in your dog's regular environment. Now, what makes a program successful? Well, with over 20 years of professional training experience, I've consistently achieved on-leash obedience with my 7-day program. Even with dogs exhibiting challenging behaviors such as reactivity, destructive tendencies, or running off. Off-leash training is 14 days. The reality is, if you taught the on-leash obedience correctly, then off-leash is an easy transition because you're basically creating distance between you and the dog, distractions have already been covered, and the dog isn't reliant on the leash or physical corrections to follow through. Now, I strongly advise against taking your dogs into public spaces off-leash. Off-leash training is more for if the dog slips the collar, the leash doesn't clip correctly, you don't have a panic attack thinking the dog's going to run off because it isn't on the leash. Understand, dogs are not robots. So even with training tools like e-collars, they may occasionally choose not to listen. Leashes and e-collars often become crutches for humans, and that's because the human lacks confidence in their ability to lead their dog. A professional trainer's role is not only to train the dog, but also to coach the owner into becoming a confident, effective leader for their dog. Remember, training the dog is often the easy part of the process. Training the human, helping them understand how to maintain structure, reinforce good habits, and building a trusting relationship is the real challenge. The importance of follow-up training. Any good board and train program should include a clear focus on follow-up work at home. Many dogs return home from training and behave wonderfully for the first week, only to revert to old habits when their owners fall back into theirs. Well, if your previous approach didn't work before, it won't work now without adjustments. And a skilled trainer not only addresses the dog's behavior, but it also empowers you to sustain the training long term. Now, programs for serious aggression. For dogs with serious issues such as biting humans, a 4-week program is necessary. This extended time frame allows me to build trust with the dog, earn their respect, and methodically address the root causes of the aggression. Now, this is for dogs that literally have bitten their owner or they've bitten an outside person. So as a trainer, I have to first trust that the dog is not going to bite me, that I can physically handle this dog in any scenario and they're not going to turn on me. And that's what I accomplish within the first 2 weeks. The second 2 weeks is when I'm addressing their actual issues. However, even with this, I still require several home visits to ensure that the people are following through, because the dog's going to challenge them at some point. And it's our job as professional trainers to guide the owners through this process. It can be overwhelming for a dog owner to go through this process without guidance. Personally, I'm in contact with my clients all throughout the week, trying to clear up any questions and clear up any confusion. By choosing the right trainer and committing to the follow-up work, you'll set your dog up for the long-term success while building a stronger bond based on trust and respect. The result is a confident, well-behaved dog and an equally confident owner ready to guide them. So after the 7-day program, the dog should be able to be off-leash inside the home and listening to commands and listening to the people. They shouldn't require having any kind of tools on. That should be covered within your first 7 days. Obviously, outside off-leash is different. But inside, you can see here Callie, she was a hyper dog, and after 5 days, she's off leash, I have her collars on just so I can guide her if she decides to try to blow me off. But the key is within your first 5 days, you should have that dog listening, following commands inside a controlled environment, such as your house, and the dog is following through. And then, of course, the follow-up visits are just to reinforce the commands, but also to guide the humans, because the owners are going to make mistakes. They don't know how to train the dog. That's why they hired the trainer.